Hey, John Gonzalez back again. We've got Tim Feagan from B93 here. Saturday and Sunday event, the 17th annual event. I was actually at Birthday Bash #1, and we can talk about that someday. But you know what? Who would have predicted what would have happened on Saturday? Obviously, the event was canceled on Sunday, and we got Tim Feagan here from B93 to answer a few questions. Tim, does it still boggle your mind that how this happened?
Yeah.
I mean, it all seems surreal to you, like.
Well, as you said, John, you were at Birthday Bash 1. I was at Birthday Bash 1. We've both seen a lot of these things, and you try to prepare for the unexpected, and you go through the process. And certainly when we saw the National Weather Service and things, this wasn't one that we expected. We always want to make safety first, and that was taken care of, but it really was one that boggles my mind.
Well, Birthday Bash, you were up as early as, what, 4 in the morning, checking out those parking lots in the south lot, and it was fine, right?
Right. And I got to tell you, the people, Ionia Police and Dave Bowling and his people go through an extensive check. I mean, we always make that the first priority, so we were checking flood levels, we were checking weather forecasts, which were excellent for the 2 days, and frankly, as that event started and we opened the parking gates and moving people through at 10, it looked like it was going to be one of the best bashes ever. And we have confirmed, based upon our initials, that the crowd was some of the largest crowds we've seen at a birthday bash.
I think some of the things that Rachel, she was out there along with Laura Lee Craker, Jack Lever from the press, and they were reporting that exact same thing, that this potentially was going to be the biggest bash ever.
Yeah, just the amount of cars and people and things that were happening, we knew that it was going to be a great day for an event, and unfortunately, the river didn't cooperate.
So there was no warning that it would flood at the levels that it did?
Not to us until later in the morning, where now we're into the warnings coincided within a half an hour of the same time frame where we started to get closed off. Things started to shape up between kind of that 10:30 to 11 o'clock. At 10:30, some warnings came in. At 11 o'clock, we already had flooding coming in that entranceway, and by 11:30, we were getting unpassable to come out of the south lot.
Thanks, Sue. Merrill, you and I were talking earlier that there were some indications as early as 7 o'clock in the morning, right? Didn't we get reports?
Yeah, they had revised the forecast and evidently had a conversation with the emergency preparedness people by 10 o'clock when it opened, so that you guys should have known when you opened that it was predicted forecast for 17.5, and I think at 13.5 is when it leaves the bank. Yeah. So that's 4 feet over.
Yep.
I think that's where some people are saying, hey, you kind of knew this was going to happen.
And I think that what we look at is the information that Dave Bowling was getting and everyone else, and we were playing through that at that kind of 10:30 to 11 o'clock time frame. And by 11:30, we're over in the south lot. And realistically, the flooding on the parking lots were relatively dry. It was that closure of that south lot. We got everybody off of, we got the vast majority of the cars out of there and moving along pretty quickly. It was that unfortunately the lowest part of the low was the exit to the south lot.
All right, Tim, thank you very much for your time. Anything else you want to add?
No, we will talk again, I'm sure.
Okay, again, thanks a lot for joining us here at mlive.com and the Graphics Press, and good luck to you guys.
Thanks.